Hello, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator and you would like one, I will be happy to be yours. You can leave a comment here and I will get back to you, or you could go to my Facebook page, Stamping Around the Dining Room Table, and you can leave a message there or even private message me. I do have a website, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net, where you can go and you can see our catalog, so you can see what things are available for purchase, and you could place an order there, and it will show you then me as your demonstrator. And so I hope that you will check that out. We just finished our celebration, but we have two catalogs that are active right now. One is our annual catalog and the other is our mini catalog. Okay, today I'm going to be showing you some stamp sets from our annual catalog. A couple other things. If you are interested in receiving a monthly kit so that you can make your own projects, you can sign up with, again, through my website. You can sign up for our monthly kit called Paper Pumpkin. It costs $22 plus tax. The shipping's included in that $22. It comes right to your home every month. No obligation. You can start and stop at any time. The one for March, this month, you still can sign up to get that until next Wednesday. So today is March 3rd, 2021. So a week from today is the last day you can sign up if you are not already a subscriber and would like this specific kit. It does has enough to make 8 cards, and they do have some nature type things like some clouds or some mountains, things like that. And with this one, there is included free, no extra charge for this extra thing in there, is a stamping sponge and 4 different stencils. For some reason my mind went blank there. I apologize. Another thing I would like to point out is that we do have something that some things that, like a kind of a sneak peek of something from our new annual catalog that will come out in May, and that is Butterfly Bouquet. You can get the stamp set, and if you like the die set, you can get those together as a bundle or just one of them if you didn't want both. There is some paper also that coordinates with that. The paper is only available until May when the annual catalog comes out, but the stamp set and the dies will continue. So, okay, so today I'm going to be using the stamp set Flowering Blooms and Tasteful Touches. These are found in our annual catalog. Okay, so I'll just show you first the Flowering Blooms on page 70. Okay, it is a rubber stamp set. It has 7 stamps in it, and it is $21. It does have dies that coordinate with it. The dies themselves, if you want to buy a bundle, it's $46.75. That saves you 10% over the cost of the stamps and dies separately. Here on page 175, you can get a little closer look. Those are the dies that are included. If you bought that by itself, it would be $31. The other stamps that I'm using in here, in Good Taste. Okay, it is a whole suite of products. It has paper, it's got like specialty paper, it's got the stamps and dies, it's got a few extra little goodies to go along with it. And that's between 122 and 124. You can really see the stamp set best on page 124. $23 for 9 stamps, and again, it's red rubber. And they also have you also can get a bundle with this because they do have dies that go with that. The 10% savings, buying both of them together, is $48.50. And again, to see those back here, this one mainly has like dies to use for sentiments, like tags, things like that. Okay, so I did make I don't have a storyboard for this one, but I did make up one for that one, and just to briefly show you. And if you'd like to see more with this stamp set, if you go to my Stamping Around the Dining Room Table on Facebook, I did a Facebook Live yesterday that showcased this. I did have some things with this back last June, when we first had received our annual catalog. Okay, so I have some cards I've already made up. This is using the Flowering Blooms, and it's one stamp, and it's got, you can see the stamp here, it's got some shading involved in there, okay, included in there. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing here, because I have to look because it looks a little different. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. This one, I stamped the flower in gray. Which gray? Smoky Slate. I stamped it in Smoky Slate, and then I colored it in using our blends. This one I stamped in Pear Pizzazz, a green, and then I filled the stamp set in. This one I wanted to show you is also done in the green, and I just colored it a little differently, and then this does have a die to cut that out, so I did that. And I used, this is one of the pieces of paper that comes in the Tasteful Touches set. And then I also wanted just to see how would it look if I had like monochromatic. Okay, and these, actually, these and these, those are from our Peony set in the annual catalog. These are from our mini catalog, and these are from our annual catalog. So I just wanted to show you, my biggest thing today was doing some different cards with the stamp sets and just showing you just different ways to mix and match things together. Okay, so I'll just go back here and just go a little slower on these. This one, as I said, I stamped the whole thing using the green, or this one is the green, and I think that's the green. Yeah, that one. Always, as I said, I have to look at it a little closer. Yeah, that's stamped in green in the Pear Pizzazz. And then I use the blends, and on this one, the colors on this one, the darker pink there is the dark Rococo Rose, then the lighter is a light Rococo Rose. Our blends come in a light and a dark. And then I just took our Granny Apple Green, the light one, and just kind of lightly filled in on the leaves. And then I took our stamping sponges. Here they are. They're nice and soft. These really are Stampin' brushes. It's really a brush. It looks and feels almost like a sponge, but I don't know if you can see on the side there. You can kind of almost see. They're actually lots of little bristles. Very super soft. And I just dipped it in and just... So the bottom is done in Pear Pizzazz, and then the top is done in Daffodil Delight, just to give it a little different look there. Okay, and then I used a piece of Pear Pizzazz. The base is Rococo Rose. I took a piece of Pear Pizzazz and just kind of tipped it a little to the side, and then this was stamped on white and then tipped, and then stamped and then had the coloring and then tipped just a little bit to the left. And then the ribbon here is from our annual catalog also, and that is from our... I had it in my head, and now suddenly it went out of my head. 1 second. That is from our Ornate Garden ribbon. There's 2 ribbons in that, an orange one and the green one. Okay? And let me just tell you the names of these from the Peony Seed. Elegant Faceted Gems. Okay? That's what that is. Now, on this one, everything's straight. Oh, wait. And one other thing I'll tell you on this. I put dimensionals under the green layer, and then this is just flat on there. This one, I did it the opposite way, and I put the pink, the Rococo Rose, onto the Pear Pizzazz. I put that flat, and I popped up the white. Okay, and this one is the one that I stamped in the green, and then I colored in using, again, the darker Rococo Rose and the lighter Rococo Rose. And part of why it looks a little different is because of having this with the gray behind, this with the green. And then this one I also did put some Wink of Stella on the flower. This one does not have that. Okay, and obviously you're not, because we're people, we don't do anything exactly the same each time. Okay, so things are a little different. Even if I decided to color it exactly the same. Also, it looks different. All I did was, it's the same stamp. Okay, this one I tipped it just a little to the right. This one I tipped it a little more to the left. So just a little bit. I hope it's on there where you can see. Sometimes I get out. So this one I tipped just a little that way, and then I just turned it and tipped it a little that way. And it just makes it look different. Okay, and then this saying, the sayings there, "You are so special," and "Just saying hello," those are from Tasteful Touches. Okay, and I just wanted to make sure I'm giving you the right name for these pearls. These are from our mini catalog, and they go along with our hydrangea suite, and they're called Pastel Pearls. And there's 4 different colors in there. Here, I can show you. There's like a purple, and then this is kind of, it's got almost like a bluish cast to it, but it's like almost like a silvery white. This is a lighter purple, and then we have the pink, and the pink is what I used on there. Okay. Then on this one, I decided I wanted to just try something using this paper. Now, the Tasteful Touches, I was going to show you the paper. I thought I had it all right here. They're 12 by 12 sheets. Okay, and then see, and on these they have different like finishes. So like that, it's like, and then they have some wood grain. All right, so there, that's the same paper, front and back. This front and back. And this one front. I don't have the back over here, right on back. And see, this one's almost like paint or gesso in back. This is also just a little smoother in back. This kind of tile, like the zigzag tile, it's pretty cool. It's got this type of like textile behind it. Okay, then we've got, this is the front, one side, this is the other side of that. Some of these I have 2 papers together. That side, and here's the other side of that. This side and this side. And that's it. And then the pink that I just used on that, and the back of that is this dark wood. And I don't think I showed you this one. This one, and the back of that is this textile. Let me see. Oh, and then this and this. So I think that's all of them. So we have quite a few things to choose from. Okay, but this for me actually is really a little bit out of my comfort zone. I usually have more like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, a little more rigid, I guess you'd say. But and then I was trying to figure out, how do I do this so that you can see this paper but yet see the flower, and then I realized, well, cut out the flower and pop it up on, and I decided, you know, this has the Rococo Rose in it, so I put a smaller piece of the Rococo Rose there and put it on a Rococo Rose base, and then I thought about trying to should I put like a strip of paper then, and I went, just put it in the green, right there. And I did like how that turned out. And this is the rhinestones, and there's that the ribbon I was talking about from the Ornate Garden again on there. Okay. Excuse me. And this one, the way I did stamp it all in, I stamped it in green, and then this one I colored in using the light Rococo Rose and the light Flirty Flamingo. So the Flirty Flamingo is a little bit orangier, but when you mix them together, they really do go well together. Okay. Now I've not put any inside sentiments in these, which I don't do. Many times I wait until I know who I'm sending it to before I actually do the inside, just because I found sometimes then I end up taking the card apart, and because when I go to send it, I like the outside, I like the inside, but I don't want them together for whoever I'm sending them to. So, all right. And then I wanted to try something that was monochromatic. So, and something that's even simpler. And so this one I used, this is soft suede, that's that color. This is Sahara sand. And then I used the ink I used was our crumb cake. And again, the sayings, the good things in life are better with you, is from Tasteful Touches. And again, I used the elegant faceted gems that are from the Peony suite in our annual catalog. After I put this on, I realized this has been discontinued. This is an old retired type ribbon, so unfortunately you won't be able to get that at this time. I didn't realize after I had it on, the card was all finished, that it had retired. So I thought what I would do is to do a monochromatic card while I'm on with you, and I am still going to use this big flower. And I decided I'm also, because in with that and the dies, there's this die that gives us, like it cuts out a fancy border. And so I did cut out some there. I have a plan, and hopefully it'll come together as I'm thinking it will. Okay. And so I used that. And from the Tasteful Touches, I told you that they're really more like tags and stuff. I used this to cut out this, and I'm hoping it's going to fit okay on the card. You know, sometimes we have a plan and things don't go quite as planned. So this is our cinnamon cider. That's one of our in colors for 2020 to 2022. Every year we have 5 colors that we have just for 2 years. So in May, we will have 5 new colors in the annual catalog, and the 5 colors that we have had since 2019 will be going away. We haven't heard yet what new colors we'll be getting. It's always a little bit of an exciting time to see what they might be sending, be including this year. This color, however, was new last year, so we do have this for another year. Okay. So what I did was this card, it's half a piece of cardstock. Most cardstock, the standard size for it is 8.5 by 11 here in the United States. This has been cut in half, so it's 5, and it's 5.5 this way, and then scored at 4 1/4. So when you close it, the front is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, then that paper I was showing you, I did cut a piece off. Again, something just a little different, a little bit out of my usual comfort zone, maybe a little bit, just because of the kind of paper it is. This was 5.5 by 4 1/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and I'm gonna put that on, and this one I'm just gonna put just straight on. I'm not going to tip it, this one. And I just do it so that I have about the same amount of a border. Go ahead, I didn't get that on there quite right. Let me try that one more time. Oop, great. Ah. Well, it's going to stay. It might be off a little, but there you go. And then this is where I'm going to do my stamping. Now I wanted these, and I was thinking kind of at the top and bottom here. And I want it monochromatic, or kind of monochromatic. So I'm going to stamp the flower, and I want these are not necessarily exactly where they're going to be, but pretty close, so I could kind of see, so I know where to stamp. Okay. So I'm stamping this in cinnamon cider. So kind of like that, I think. And you can see this, the way this is, they call it distinctive stamps, how you can see all of those, the shading and everything. So you don't have to color it. If I wanted to, I could color this, but I'm not going to, okay? And then on here, I'm going to use our fine tip glue. I hope anyway. Hopefully it cooperates with me. And where's my... I'm getting our silicone mat, because the glue won't stick to that, and I don't have to worry about if my paper's going to be sticky. And just putting little dots on. There's some other, we do also have a double-sided sticky paper that you can put on before you cut out your dies, and I do use that sometimes. I did not this time, obviously, because there are different ways and that you can do this. Okay, so that, actually I have two of these. I think I'm making a mess here, so I'm gonna put this on one and save the other for gluing, and this so that whatever sticks over. I'm looking at these three to try to get that part of it centered as best I can. Okay. This does not have any on. Oh, it does. It just didn't want to stick for whatever reason. There, leave that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and there on this. And later, I'll be able just to rub the glue off here when it dries, because it doesn't stick. Okay. And this one I want to put, same thing, try and get those three centered as best I can. Whoop. There. I'm going to let that sit for just a bit, because I want it to dry. Is that going to... Well, here maybe I need to just put a dot right there. Dot of glue. There. I think I didn't. I didn't. Hopefully that does. There. Let that sit for a minute and get this out of the way. While that's drying, I'm going to stamp my sentiment, which this time I wanted to say, I moved beyond words, and that one does come from Flowering Blooms. It has on there, thank you, I moved beyond words, your kindness is so appreciated. Now, I just gotta do this so that without getting my head in the way. Oh, I don't like that. It's just a little, I got it crooked. Yeah, that's better. And I'm not the best at cutting straight, so I want to use that. Okay. Before I forget, I better close this up. I don't want it to, especially with this fine tip, I don't want it to dry, have the glue dry in there and not be able to use it. Okay. So I think this will just, yeah, see, that just fits in there. But before I put it on there, I want to make sure, is it really going to fit on here? I think I can get it on. I'm going to, okay. So what I'm going to do with this, turn it over and trim it right along the edge of the card there. There's just a smidge here that needs to come off. Okay. There. To the side. Now, and that I'm going to put there. Let me think. Is this gonna do what I was hoping it was gonna do or not? And I don't really want to. I'm gonna put just a dot of a little something here that's a little glue type stuff here that does not. It will give me a little bit of time. I think. Do I like that? Or is that too much? Actually, let me try something. I didn't glue this down yet. And move it up into that top corner. And maybe put this down here. I think I like that idea because it covers up less of the, I think I like that idea. Now, then I think I will pop, I think I want that popped up, but I also think I might want this popped up. All these decisions, see, you can make. Okay, so I'm going to put our dimensionals on here. Pretty much knew what I wanted to do, but when it comes to dimensionals, a lot of times I find that it depends on the card. Sometimes that I want different things popped up, so it's not always the same. I want this held up pretty well, so. And you can put as many or as few of these on as you feel comfortable with. Okay. So I think I got all those off. All right, now. There, like that. And this, I think I'm going to pop that one up too. So I have a lot of dimension in this. There. Oh wait, let me make sure I get this good amount. Needs more glue than what I put on it originally, so it will stay on the card. There. All right. Then got this metallic ribbon. I think this is still available. Okay. I'm thinking I might like a little bow here somewhere. Let me just see. I might want that bow. I want it right here and there. Do I want it here? Put it up at the top. I think it's too much maybe at the top. Where's my scissors? Trim this down a little bit. It's a little long, I think. There. All right. And I'm going to play with this just a little more. Okay, so as I said, that could even go right there. Might like it there. Kind of like it on the flower. Could go there. Could even go up in this corner, but I think I like it on the flower. I'm just going to lay it there for a minute while I decide what do I want. I think these colors go best with this. Oop, there's that, or the other. Or do I want, here we go. Well, I'm going to close this up because otherwise I'm going to put my finger in it and get it all over something. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let me see. This is our champagne. Oh, I think I like that one. And this is the elegant faceted. So let me see. I think I like the champagne because this, it looks that color on this, but then I put it on there. It looks whiter. So I think I'm going to put this on here. I think I like that better. Good to have a few different choices, isn't it? And I think I want one there. And do I want this over here? No, I don't like that there. This is sometimes the biggest challenge for me. Where's the best place to put the... Okay, I do like that there, so I'm going to... Before I put my third one, usually we put... It's usually a good thing to put like odd numbers of these down, just because that's kind of what in nature most of the time we see odd numbers and like leaf groupings, a lot of different flower petals, things like that. And then I use for the to attach the bow, I use some of our mini glue dots. Those really work well. And let's see, do I want this turned a little bit? Maybe. Okay. All right, so this last one, do I want it down here? Actually, I might even add, instead of 3, maybe I'll do 5 on this one. Because I have done that sometime. Actually, that's a little high, I think. There, and one more. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's too high. Anyway. I'll play around with it a little bit probably after I'm off camera, just to kind of see where I might like it better. Anyway, something like that. So, and I often say people are probably in the background, like as you're watching, you're probably, don't put it there, don't put it there. And that's one of the nice things about when you do it, when you're making your own, is that you can do things the way you like them, because usually no two of us exactly agree on what we want. So, okay, that's pretty close to half an hour, which is what I've been trying to keep these two. If you are interested, on Friday at 1:45, I will be doing a Facebook Live, and I will be doing some more with the flowering blooms, and I will be pairing them with another set, probably another sentiment set. I was thinking I have a couple thank you sentiment sets. I might put it with one of those. Maybe I'll even still use some things from Tasteful Touches. It's hard to know, but there's those two again. And they are in our annual catalog, so if that's something you're interested in, as I said before, you can go to stampingroundthediningroomtable.stampinup.net to place an order. If you place an order for under $150, please use this host code. And any questions, you can reach me here or at my Facebook page. And I will have that listed below also in the description. Okay, so put that up there. I want you to be able to see the cards again one more time. Okay. There we go. And until we meet again, wait, get my hands out of the way here. There they are. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye now.